MACT here, and we have a problem with this 2005 Toyota Highlander in that the temp button does not adjust the temperature. Fan works, but the temp button doesn't, and there's probably broken wires behind here. So gonna go ahead and remove this and pull this whole unit out and do my best to attempt to fix it. And if I can't fix it and I totally hose it up, I guess I'll have to go and search for a working one and replace it. But hey, DIY is what it is. I've never done this before. It's the first time for me, so we're gonna go and start out with what everybody says to do. That is to pry out this part here. They say the fascia comes out, so you just gotta find a purchase here of some sort to start prying stuff out, trying to break things free, as they say. And I'm not sure exactly where that all begins, but I think once you start it, you're pretty much heading the right direction. And that's looking like that's what it is. So that wasn't that bad. These little plastic tools come in handy. As you can see, pulled everything out. Nothing looks broke, so we're good to go there. Now we just got to take and pull this radio unit out. And it looks like we have what might be some 10mm screws we have to get done. So I'm going to go ahead. Oops, that's a emergency lights. We're going to go ahead and start undoing these and then seeing where we got to go from there. Now let's see. Good thing I got light. I'm going to go. Oh! And the button fell off. We'll go ahead and put that in the cup holder or this ashtray. Wonder if that one comes off. Nope, just that one. So apparently this is not its first rodeo. So we'll go ahead and get these bolts out of here. Let's see. Oh, we'll just put it in the ashtray. Looks like the ladies have filled that up. Get that one out. Get this one out. Oh, we hope it doesn't fall down anywhere, right? Get that one. And let's see. Yep, we got another one. It's a lot longer than this, so we'll have to get an extension. Okay, couldn't find the extension, but I did find the next best thing. Not much room for the fingers in here, so we don't want to lose that. Let's see if we can't get that one out. Not quite yet. There we go. Get that one out, and I think we about got her. So now we have a bunch of wires to unhook in the back. There we go. Some that don't want to cooperate so much. There we go. Just got to find the right tab to pull them out. Let's see this here. There we go. Use a little bit of force, and then we get them all out, and that's it. Just had to do 2 here, these and these here, and then we can go ahead and pull them out, and now we can get access to this area here, which we have to remove. So let's go ahead and put it on the workbench, see what we can do. Now we have to undo these. These over here. Who knows how many we're going to have to undo. Probably be a fair number of them. See what that does. If that releases anything. Looks like it pulls apart there. And then the radio just sort of pops right out of the way. We'll set this off to the side, because this is what we want. And now we need some real fine screwdriver. See if we can't do something with that. May have to just break out the old hand screwdriver to get these off. It looks like there's about 6, 8 of them all the way around here. Like I said, this is a whole new ball game for me. Never done this before, so see if we can't get that screw to come out. There we go. They're in there a little deeper, harder to reach. See if this is a job that a DIYer can really do. I'm not a circuit board repair person, and never claimed to be. But you know what? I'm willing to try this to see if I can't fix it. And I look at it this way. If I mess it up, that's what they pay new parts for, used parts, and people know what they're doing to fix stuff. So that's pretty much how it works. Now, everything that everybody has ever told me is that there is a ribbon right in here. You guys see that? See that ribbon? Now I gotta somehow remove that. There we go. You just lift up on that a little bit, and that little ribbon comes right on out. So all I did, if you guys see that part right there, I lifted up on it. I pulled up on it, and it released the ribbon. So I imagine I got it. Yep, you push it down, it'll lock in, and then you pull it back out. Like so. You got to pull it back. I didn't know that. You pull back out on both sides, it pops straight out. So I'll leave it that way. When I put the ribbon in, then I'll just push these back down and they'll seat in. So something new you learn there every day. Right there, folks. That little piece. See how that pops in? And then you just pull it off on both sides. That's all there is to it. Now, we know for a fact that this does not work. So we flip it over, and we want to see what's going on here. And there's apparently some wires right here. These little wires right here, these little 3, that are not functioning. And they're apparently connected to this. So we're going to take this off and see what we got to do to fix this. I could be totally wrong on this, but you know what? You just never know till you try. So I'm going to assume we're going to have to pull some more screws out. Put these over here because I want to get access to this side, and it looks like I'm going to need to release this in order to get this part out of here. And I don't even know if I can fix it. Like I said, I may be just SOL and have to buy the parts to fix it. Just don't know. But I'm going to try to see what the deal is on this, to see if I can fix it. Because I know I see on the internet a lot of folks on YouTube say, oh, this just his wires are broken. Well, I'm going to tell you all folks right now, I'm not seeing broken wires, but we'll give it a shot. Let me see if I can't dump that screw out of there. There we go. Again, for me, this is completely just weird territory. Now there's a little nut right on here on this switch that I may have to see if I can't get off somehow. Maybe with a pair of pliers or something I can, or a socket wrench here. What do they call this? Japanese socket wrench? See if I can't get on that and get it to loosen up. There we go. Get this off of here. Who knows? Like I said, I'm winging this completely. Again, washer comes out, and let's see what we got here as far as wires and everything else that connect this whole shmoo mess up. I could be totally out of my league here on this, so we just don't know yet. Take that one off of there. Apparently we gotta undo this too. So we're gonna, oh, that's a way to break everything. Like I said, completely new to me. Or I will have to spend money on a whole new unit. That's all there is to it. It'd be sad, because I was hoping it would just be the plastic wires that are broke. To tell you the truth, I'm not seeing any broken wires on this. Wait a second. What do we have here? Let's see if we can't pop this out. Ta-da! We do have broken wires. Holy schmoly. Broken wires. Now, two of them, matter of fact. Now I gotta take, I'm going to take a picture while it's orientated in its proper fashion, like so. Just lay it this way. So I know what I'm doing, but we know that this goes there directly this way, and we have 2 broken wires. Very, very small wires. Now these aren't very big, long wires, so you can see that they're very thin, and I'm going to have to somehow figure these out. That is a very small wire there. So I do have wire I bought, but in my viewpoints on things, maybe this wire I bought is just too big for this. But you know what? You never know till you try, right? So first things first, I'm going to try to remove these and then remove these so that I can realign new wires into it. I'm going to go get my wire, and I'm going to reevaluate my life on this and see if I can't make this work, because I thought I bought the right size wire, and I'm thinking I bought the biggest wire in the world, so I may have to readjust on what I'm doing here, but I think I'll make it work. I think it's doable, but I may have to go buy some smaller wire just to make this work. Let's go ahead and give her a shot. I'm waiting for this here iron to warm up a bit, and then I'm going to start taking and working on these and seeing if I can't pull them out using the manufacturer supplied tweezers that came with said equipment. Never know. Never know what's going to happen. There we go. Get the next one. Got that one. As tiny as they are. Guess that's what that, there we go. We'll get this one here. Almost got it. Oh, not quite fast enough. There we go. Check that out. That's right. I don't have the right size wire, but I have this old Roku power supply that I'm not using anymore. So I figured, why not take this thing and cut the wires. There you go. And see if I can't get this to work. Plenty of opportunities, plenty of cord, and all I got to do is strip these down to make my separate wires so I can use them, because these wires are very thin. See how thin those are? Very, very thin. very thin. And I can spin them and they will fit. So now they're a little long, I think almost too long, but if I look at the length that I have here, I think I'll cut it just a little bit shorter. And then see how this works. I got these out, just heated them up, and now I'm going to go ahead and put these back into the orientation, and I got to take and get these wires in there the right way, because they come up from the bottom, which is going to make it a little bit tougher. So I'm going to have to finagle this around in order to get these to go in. I'm going to heat it up from the back and then push these in here, making sure, of course, that I have the right orientation. And we're going to go back and look at our pictures to see how they were set. And this is how it was when I pulled it out. So we're going to go ahead and start out with one wire first. And this is going to be tricky, folks. There we go. I'm not sure if I did it, but the proof will be in the pudding. I went at this so terrible. So I don't know how good I did. We're going to hope that's it. We're going to hope that I did this. That this will fix it. If it don't, then we know I just totally blew it. A bunch of loose nuts going on around here. Anyway. Looks like I got that all back in there. Nice and snug. We'll see. There's no guarantees on this, folks. Absolutely none when I started and none when I get done here. But we'll go ahead and see what this is all doing here. I don't need the soldering iron. I'll turn that off. So now we got to go ahead and put this back together. Remember that ribbon goes in there. That seems like it's going to be a fiasco. Because that ribbon don't seem like it's very long. Sorry you can't see this, folks, but not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. Whoops. Almost had it. Holy cow. They don't make this easy at all. There we go. That was finagling there. Let's see if we can't get all this situated again. There we go. Oh, holy Lord. This is fun. What do you think, folks? Is it fun? I'm going to say no, not really. Let's see, we had a bunch of screws for this. I had one down here. Battery's down. But nothing else. If it does work, then I've got a happy woman on my hands. Also my mother-in-law, because this is what I'm fixing this for. So that is primarily it right there. And I got some other screws that go for the actual unit. If you guys remember this thing, tilted in and out or whatever it did. Let's line up these plastic tabs on the side. However they worked out. Couple plastic pieces here. There we go. Those lined up automatically. I know I'm using a screwdriver to put it all back together, but it's already in my hand. So we'll just go with it. And we'll toss this in the car, the Highlander, and we'll see what it does. There we go. Haha. I'm going to be mildly surprised if it works. Oh, Lord. I will be mildly surprised. You know, confidence on this, it's worth a shot, but I went through a lot of strain here trying to put this together, but let's go ahead and mount this thing back into the Toyota and power up and see what happens. Alright, first things first, we got to get everything plugged back in. There we go. All right. Fan works. Temp don't work yet. No, we don't have any fix. All that was for nothing. So, I still have fan, but no temp. Guess I didn't do the job. So, that's that. That's a failure, folks. That's my DIY failure. I tried. I'm not good at it. That's all there is to it. So this unit is probably going to be shipped off to get repaired, and then we'll go from there. But don't know. That's primarily where I was at. Don't know what to say. I don't always succeed, and this is definitely not a success. So who knows? I might just not have a good connection in there. Who knows? But hey, sometimes you try and you come out really good. But on those occasions, you come up with 0. Anyway, I'm going to probably ship this off to get it fixed, because sometimes you got to know when you're beat, and this is one time when I'm going to say I'm beat. So we're going to go ahead and ship her off, get her repaired, and go from there. That's all we're going to do. So we'll just do that. I'll cover this here in a few minutes. I got my glasses on, but this unit, I showed you in the video how I was working on it and having a hard time, and eventually I gave up. Sometimes you got to know when you're beat and send it to the experts. So I sent this off to Video Electronics, and I will say that he did an excellent job. So what we're going to do is, one, you plug everything in before you mount it just to check. And I was quite happy. So let's go ahead and check it to make sure everything works. And as you can see, the fan works. And I can now adjust the heat up and down, which before I could not do. So now that I got all this done, all we have to do is go ahead and mount this unit back into its spot. And that should not be too terribly hard if you remember right. We got all that done. And all we got to do is put the bolts back in, and we should be good to go. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that, but you just put the bolt on the end of the magnet and you can put it in there. Get her started. Good to go. And all we got to do then is line all this back up. That always wants to start up. There we go. Now we have it. Everything works. Including the radio. So we have it. We got everything we need. Only thing I have to worry about is the clock, because that's off a bit. But other than that, everything works. Check it out. That is exactly what the ladies wanted, and that's what they got. They now have heat and air conditioning because they can adjust the temperature. Folks, that's it on this 2005 Toyota Highlander. And the company I want to give the shout out to is Lou Ehrlich, okay, of Video Electronics. I believe he is the owner-operator of this shop. And they fix TVs, DVD players, CCTVs, stereo amps, receivers, tube amplifiers, vintage audio and commercial audio, mixers, keyboards, guitar amps, amplified speakers, subwoofers, laptops, PCs including upgrades, and then coin-op machines including jukeboxes, slot machines, and prosumer camcorders. Like the one that you're recording on watching me on now, I just dropped. Holy cow. Did a number on it. But anyway, they do a lot more than that. But again, they are Video Electronics, and they're at 157 Main Street, Unit B, North Reading, Massachusetts 01864 is the zip code. You can find them at www.videoelectronics.tv, and that's where you're going to find them. And their master electrician, I guess, so you can get a hold of them there. I believe Carrie Adams is also a proprietor of the store. So if you want to get your Toyota fixed or any of those other things, I recommend them. They did a great job. I knew when I was beat. I got a hold of him. He said he'd fix it and I wouldn't have to worry. And that was exactly what happened, true to his word. So he's got my thumbs up on this because he did a fantastic job in fixing that circuit board that I really royally messed up. But again, I knew I was beat. I knew to get a hold of somebody who had the experience. I tried, as you can see in the past in the video, I failed. I'm not always successful in my repairs, so I know when to say, hey, time out, let's go to the experts and have them do it. And this is definitely a case of that. But the ultimate goal was to get it working, and that's exactly what happened. So like, subscribe, join MACT Garage on YouTube and also on Facebook group. And one's got a couple one-liners or music for you. Mercy Girl's got the one-liners. And my feet hit the floor today. I'm not having a great day. I want you to have a great day too.
Go ahead.
Happy now, Maria?
Yeah.
Yay!